Why it sucks to be born as an anaconda. This is the moment of your birth. You, a tiny male anaconda, have just entered this world. The forest around you is alive with sounds, rustling leaves, chirping birds, and distant howls. But you don't know any of this yet. Your legs are wobbly, your vision blurry, and your world is cold and confusing. You're lying on the ground, vulnerable and exposed, relying entirely on your mother. You don't realize yet that the moment you took your first breath, nature placed a massive target on your back. Everything around you wants to eat you, and even the environment itself won't make life easy. Your mother nudges you gently, urging you to stand. You wobble and collapse. Try again. Collapse again. But she's relentless. This is an author YouTuber video script. Rewrite this script for my YouTube video in 3,000 characters. Add more engagement for hook the audience. Copy the script and paste to my text-to-speech AI software so add pauses and commas for best audio. And use every word compelled spelling not use shortcut like this. If some information is not correct in provided script about this car please correct it. First days of life. Congratulations. You've managed to stand. Your tiny legs are like twigs swaying in the wind, but you're upright. You take your first shaky steps, following your mother. She leads you to a safer spot, away from prying eyes. For now, you're too small and weak to run, so your best defense is hiding. Your mom has taught you to freeze at the slightest hint of danger. You stay still, your spotted coat blending perfectly with the forest floor. A predator could be inches away, and you'd have no choice but to hope they overlook you. Your mom is always alert, constantly scanning the surroundings. She eats quickly, never lowering her guard. She knows that even a moment of distraction could mean the end for both of you. The first encounter with danger. One day, you hear a rustling sound. Your mom stiffens, her ears twitching. A shadow moves in the bushes, a coyote. She snorts, signaling you to lie flat. Your heart pounds as the predator inches closer. Your mother charges at the coyote, kicking wildly. The predator backs off, but the message is clear: this world is no safe haven. You'll face threats like this every day, and most of the time, you'll be on your own. Growing up in a harsh world. After a couple of weeks, you're starting to get the hang of things. You can run now, though not as fast as your mom. She's teaching you how to find food, nibbling on tender leaves and grasses. But food isn't always abundant. Sometimes, you go to bed hungry, your stomach aching. Winters will be even worse, your mom says. She tells you about the snow, the biting cold, and how difficult it will be to find enough to eat. You don't understand fully, but you sense the struggle ahead. As time passes, you encounter other dangers. A bird of prey swoops down one day, mistaking you for an easy meal. You narrowly escape, your mother's frantic calls guiding you back to safety. The teenage years. You're no longer a tiny fawn. Your legs are stronger, and you're faster now. You've also learned a few tricks, like how to zigzag while running to confuse predators. But even as you grow, the dangers don't lessen. One day, you meet other anaconda. Some of them are older, battle-scarred veterans who've survived encounters with wolves or hunters. They tell you stories of how humans build roads through the forest, and how many anaconda never make it across. You stick close to your herd now, knowing there's safety in numbers. But even herds aren't invincible. A pack of wolves could attack, or a hunter's bullet could strike without warning. The fight for survival. Winter arrives, and everything changes. The lush green forest is now barren, and snow covers the ground. Finding food is almost impossible. You dig through the snow, hoping to uncover some dried leaves or twigs. Each day feels like a battle just to stay alive. Your body grows weaker. You lose weight. You notice some members of your herd disappearing, likely fall into starvation or predators. Your mom tells you to keep moving, to never give up. Adulthood and independence. You're now an adult, weighing over 200 pounds and standing tall with a proud set of antlers. But with adulthood comes new challenges. Mating season arrives, and you find yourself locking antlers with other males, fighting for the chance to pass on your genes. The fights are brutal, and even if you win, you'll have fresh wounds that make you vulnerable to infection or predators. Still, you carry on, driven by instinct, living on the edge. Every day is a gamble. You've narrowly escaped predators more times than you can count. You've learned to spot hunters and avoid their traps. You've crossed roads late at night, narrowly dodging speeding cars. But despite all this, you've survived. You've even managed to father a few fawns of your own. You teach them the same lessons your mother taught you: to freeze, to run, to always stay alert. One day, as the sun sets, you take a final walk through the forest. You've lived a life full of challenges, danger, and struggle. But you've also experienced the beauty of the wild, the freedom of running through open meadows, the warmth of the sun on your back, and the satisfaction of protecting your family. And as the forest grows quiet, you close your eyes, knowing you've done everything you could to survive in this harsh, unforgiving world. The final chapter. Years pass, and your body grows slower. Your once mighty antlers are now smaller, and your coat is grayer. You've lost a step, and predators seem to notice. You know your time is running out, but you're at peace.